When are guys gonna learn? Shout out to Mr. Machiavelli. Shout out to Mr. Brown 175. I try to tell you guys, okay, over and over again, get off the dating apps. Stay off of them. They're no good. Only thing they're gonna do is frustrate you because now they're moving the goalpost. Now, what the dating apps and what Bumble is doing, and this is going to be a trickle down effect. So, if you think this is just gonna this body shaming thing is just gonna be for Bumble, no, it's gonna be for Bumble, OK Cupid, Plenty of Fish, Tinder, Meet Me, Hinge, any dating app that you can think of. They're gonna implement this thing because you have to realize. They're doing it to satisfy the female. They already know that they're going to be guys who are thirsty. See, the dating apps know that they're always going to be guys who have no confidence, guys who will settle for basically anything on dating apps. Because let's be honest, that's what it's for. When I used dating apps many, many years ago, guess what? I was kind of fearful in a way of going for what I wanted. So I was on dating apps and just, I was lazy. Dating apps are for lazy individuals. Dating apps are for lazy women who can't get the attention that they actually want in real life. And they're for men who have no confidence to interact with women who they want. That's what dating apps are for. This is why you see such an influx and it's really skewed. It's like 8 men to every 1 female. It's crazy. 8 men. Data shows it. Go look it up. To every 1 female. And now they're saying, well, the Bumble CEO are saying, well, if you're on Bumble and if you try to body shame any woman for that matter, what's going to happen is we're going to ban you. Now, here's the funny thing. If they decide to ban you from Bumble or whatever, it's like, you're banning me for trying to talk to overweight women? They're already low-hanging fruit. How you going to ban me for trying to sleep with low-hanging fruit? Shout out to brother Derek M. He's an Apex Predator member. Shout out to Mr. Jude. Shout out to Robert A. Shout out to Mr. G Money. Shout out to Bad Juju. Love you guys. Bad Juju, I followed you back on Instagram. Great to see you, Machiavelli. All you brothers in here. Guys, make sure you become an Apex Predator member today. Derek M is a new member. Guys, give him a hand clap. Shout out to Mr. Jude for contributing. Don't pay for dating apps. Bad Juju says their worst investment ever. Basically paying for girls' attention. You're literally, it's his thing. Even if you're doing it for free, you're still wasting your time because I'm telling you, every single woman that you meet on a dating app, you would never want to be seen with her. I guarantee you would never approach her in real life. This is why women are on dating apps. And here's the thing. If a woman has to resort to a dating app, what that's saying, shout out to Mr. Jamil the King, great to see you. If a woman is on a dating app, here's what it means. It means that she can't attract a guy like you in real life. She can't attract the guys that she wants, or she's not getting enough attention in real life. So she says, well, let me get on a dating app. On top of that, women on dating app, they have low self-esteem. This is why the whole Bumble implementation of you're going to get banned if you body shame. Clearly, guys, that means that there are straight overweight women on dating apps, out of shape. Now, here's the funny thing about this body positivity plus size BBW thing, right? Here's the funny thing. The women who are on those dating apps, what it means is they are not just low-hanging fruit, but they're not desired in real life. See, us men, we go to dating apps because we want to get some, we want to get laid real quick. We want to smash real quick. We want to hook up real quick. Shut the Black Jack Kabuto. Great to see you. Stop making all that noise. And we want to get laid and we want to, hook up. And for us men, that's what we go there for. Easy lays. Because we know, I'm going to see if I can pluck an overweight chick, a single mother of 4 or 5. I'm going to see if I can pluck her off. And, we think it's going to be easy. Here's the kicker. That's why I stated in my previous video that I upload on on the Darius M channel. It's actually easier to interact with women in public. It's actually easier to get sex from women in public, or I should say when you approach them and you interact with them, as opposed to the dating apps. I'll explain. See, for all you mathematicians and stat geeks and everything, trust me, I love numbers too. My mother was an accountant. If you message 100 women on a dating app, you say, hey, how's it going? What's up? If you message 100 women on a dating app, how many of those women you think you're going to have sex with? Matter of fact, how many of those women that you message do you think you're going to exchange numbers with? I'll say probably, if you message 100, I'll say probably 5, maybe. Now, if you exchange numbers with 5 women off the dating app, let's say you're talking to Brittany, Sarah, Ashley, Jennifer, and LaPortia. You're talking to 5 women out of the 100 that you message off the dating app. How many of those women do you actually think that will want to meet up with you in person? Well, out of the 5 women, at least 3 of them are going to be some attention junkies. So now you're left with 2. As opposed to, let's say hypothetically, you interact and approach 100 women out and about in public over a span of, let's say, 3 months, 4 months. If you guys do what I say, talk to 1 woman a day, that's what, a little over 3 months. That's easy. That's extreme. If you're out and about, you're going to talk to women. And they're going to be damaged goods. So let's say you talk to 100 women, right? Approaching just at different venues, at the store, at the gym. How many of those women's numbers do you think you're going to get out of 100? Unique Mind said about 35 to 40. Exactly. I was just about to say that. About 1 in 3. So you'll get about 35 to 40. Unique Mind, you think we think alike. So you'll get about, just say hypothetically, you're going to get at least 4 out of, so 100 women, you got to get at least 40 numbers. Guys, I'm telling you, it's not difficult. Let's be on the safe side. 30, maybe 40. Let's say 30 numbers. How many out of those women, after you approach 100 women and you get 30 numbers, how many of those women you think you're going to actually get together and hang out with out of 30 women? I'll say when I do it, there is a 1 in, I'll say you out of those 30 women, you got to get together and hang out with at least 10. I'll say about half of them, maybe 15, about 15 to 20. We'll say about 15. I'm just going off my metrics and the guys that I actually coach and I consult. So you got to get and here's the kicker. Some of y'all might say, well, if I get 15 women, 15 numbers, and I hang out with 15, or I should say, if I get 30 numbers and I hang out with 15 women, half of them, 15 women in real life, as opposed to 2 women on dating apps, that's still kind of not like the same. No, it's not. You know how? Because you're actually, number 1, building confidence. Number 2, you're building social awareness. Number 3, you're not becoming a hermit and you're not being socially awkward. And number 4, you're actually getting women who you're actually attracted to. See, that's the key. You're actually going for women who you actually find attractive. And for guys think that, man, it's kind of hard to approach. Like on my previous video that I put on Darius M channel, I talk about how to interact with women and everything. I kept getting comments from guys that was saying, well, it's the pandemic. You clearly see me with my mask down right here. Guys, women don't care about no pandemic. They're not thinking about, oh my God, this guy's talking to me. He's interacting with me. It's the coronavirus. No, that's just an excuse. See, here's the thing. Too many men are filled with excuses because deep down in their soul, they are afraid to take action. That is what it's about. You're afraid to take action. So guess what? Now Bumble is saying, don't shame overweight women. Let them be as big as a house. Let them be as big as a water buffalo. Let them be as big as a hot air balloon. But you can't say anything about the weight. You can't even have a weight preference for a dating app. Isn't that crazy? You can't even have a preference and say, hey, you know what? I prefer a woman who's like if you put it in your bio and say, hey, I like, let's say you sign up for Bumble. Or I sign up for it right now. If I put no overweight women, or I say no plus size women, thank you. Guess what's gonna happen? The profile, my profile or your profile is gonna get banned. It's gonna get deleted. But women can put all in their profile, must be at least 6 feet tall. Unique Mind says, I introduced myself to a girl at the car wash yesterday. She was awkwardly interested because she told me her boyfriend was vacuuming his car next to her. Yeah. Shout out to Raymond, 1984. Hey, great to see you, brother Raymond, for being an Apex Predator member. Guys, give Raymond, 1984 a hand clap for becoming a member today. If you guys haven't become an Apex Predator member, guys, make sure you go ahead and become one today. It's for your benefit. Also, Mr. Raymond and Brother Derek M, make sure you guys go to the community tab. And if you have Twitter or Instagram, drop your @names, your usernames, and I'll follow you on there. All right. This is for all my Apex Predator members. And if you would like to become one, there's the link right there. Join us or click the link up top. No problem, Derek M. Something we can't control, but weight they can't control. Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, I was not confident because I didn't have a car, but as soon as I got one, I got busy in abundance. Yeah, guys, a lot of guys think like, oh, Darius just tells us to talk to women if you don't got your life together. No, make sure you have your stuff together. What I'm big on is, number one, taking action. Because here's what's funny about the energy that you exude and you put your energy into. If you guys put your energy into dating apps, into watching these silly reaction videos, let's be honest. If I was to drop a reaction video of like feminist punches guy on the train, or a purple-haired feminist punches guy on the train, most dudes will click on that. It will somewhat go viral. So instead of putting all your energy into those type of videos, start putting your energy into things that are going to help you. Guys, it's harder to complain. You don't get anything out of complaining, because here's the thing, what I know about complaining and being mad and frustrated. You're still going to be mad and frustrated. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to be mad and frustrated. But there's like a huge load that's lifted off your shoulders when you actually stop complaining and start finding solutions and going for what you want. It just doesn't have to be women. It can be you doing whatever. Check out the Unique Mind. He says, "We don't think alike, and I'll hit you up for a consultation." Oh, we do think alike. I'll hit you up for a consultation. Yeah, unique mind. Shoot me a email or a text, man. Some goofy brothers made a reaction video on your some about cloud. Shows how good. Shout to Santiago. Yeah, a lot of guys who do reaction videos. Number one, they're gonna get flagged down eventually. Because if you try to use my content to make money, trust me, it's gonna get flagged down. Believe me. All right. Only a matter of time. It's like be a slow boop boop. All right. Reaction videos stunt your growth, guys. Guys, just think about it. Reaction videos, they're there because number one, the content creator doesn't have any talent to produce anything. And number two, they know that you're frustrated with your life. Like if I was to talk about different things and do reaction videos, I know it will get you guys going because you're mad at not getting what you want in life. Most guys are. Most people are. We're gonna stick to men. Let's be honest. Most men are upset because they're not getting what they want out of life. But as soon as you start going and making progress, you feel 1,000 times better as opposed to a guy who's complaining constantly and mad and everything like that. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to get the most out of life, not just with women, not just with money, not just with school. I want you guys to have a complete life. Now, the only thing you can't change is your height. Now, I want to say this. I've seen so many dudes who like 5'5", 5'6", 5'7". I've seen so many dudes with girlfriends that's short. Matter of fact, it's only 14% of men in the United States that are 6 feet tall. So don't buy into this. Oh, he got to be 6 feet. That's why I told you get off the dating apps, guys, because too many guys thinking that they have to be 6 feet tall or taller. And of course, those women on Bumble and these dating apps are going to say, well, you got to be over 6 feet. You got to be at least 6 feet tall to ride this ride. Meanwhile, they about 70, 80 pounds overweight. Women in real life, they don't have those crazy expectations, guys. Let's keep one. Women in real life, they don't have insane things that they require out of you. Mainly, I'm going to be honest, mainly they require you to be just confident and love your life and not be dirty. This is what I learned about just women in public. They want you to be confident. They want you to love your life and yourself, and they don't want you to be dirty. That's easy. Shout out to Mr. Grilled Cheese Sandwich. Stay hydrated with the Fiji. No more dry spells. Thank you, Grilled Cheese Sandwich. Thank you, John Ham, for contributing your 5 shekels. Scott Spencer says, what do you think is a good idea to make approach to girls who don't give choosing signals? Moreover, they look like they in bad mood behavior. Here's what you do. And this is a lot of guys been saying that, like, so what if you don't get no choosing signal? All you have to do, how do I tell you guys? Because it's kind of hard to, if a woman is like looking at you or give you a choosing signal, all you have to do, let's say hypothetically you at the gym and she's doing a workout. All you gotta say is, hey, how often do you come here? That's it. If you at a store, hey, how often do you shop here? How often do you come to this mall? If you at the library, hey, how often do you come to this library? How often do you come here? It's really easy to a quick startup. See, here's the thing, guys. And this is how I know a lot of guys aren't really out there in the field and really interacting. Because what they message me a lot is they say, what do I say when I first see a girl? You literally can talk about anything. Like Unique Mind said he was at the car wash and doing whatever. I would be like, hey, you want to vacuum my car? And like, it's easy to just start anything up. Or if a girl like, hey, you might give me a hand in taking that out for me. You wanna hold this for me while I vacuum? Like anything. It doesn't even take like this is how you know guys don't know how to connect with women. That's a big issue. Matter of fact, not just women, but with people. Because when you have to think of pickup lines, or like in the pickup artist community, they call it nagging. Like, if y'all have never heard of nagging before, it's basically you say something smart about you, like you try to lower a woman's defenses and like talk about her or something like that. Let's say a woman has like a Los Angeles Lakers shirt on. What they say in the nagging, in the PUA community, they say like nagging. They say, well, talk about her shirt. Say, I hope the Lakers gonna lose this year, or something silly like that. Or like, if you're a Lakers fan, you suck. And then they listen, man. Too many guys are thinking too much. Like, you're overthinking. You're too worried about what she's gonna say. Like, don't think about crazy pickup lines. Just interact with. That's why I tell you guys, you just got to get around people. I told you, just say, "Hey, how's it going? My name is Darius. What's your name?" And talk about something outside, wherever you guys may be. Like, I can't explain to you guys how easy it is. But the reason why guys think it's hard is because they're stuck on Bumble. You're stuck on Hinge. You're stuck on Plenty of Fish. You're stuck on OK Cupid. You're stuck. And by all means, smile. Some guys just mad, like, man, hey, what's up? Overthinking will make it feel unnatural, mess up the vibe. Yeah. The important thing is not to look desperate. You're right. We think about it. Yeah, a lot of guys think about it too much. Hey, we should hang out sometime. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I had a boyfriend. Okay, all right. Hey, too many guys. Here's the thing. Here's the ultimatum you have. 3 things are gonna happen with you that's watching, okay? And the people that's gonna watch this stream. Number 1, you're going to continue to stay on dating apps and continue to get women with bad attitudes. You're gonna mass message hundreds of women, dozens of women a day. You're gonna just swipe. Let's be honest. When you're on dating apps, all you do is swipe right. You just like swipe. And then your swipes is gone. Do you wait another 12 to 24 hours of, swipe. You just like, I don't even care. And that's not a good thing. You being a desperate man, women don't respect that. So that's the first thing. You can stay on the dating apps and sleep with overweight women with bad attitudes and crazy entitlements. I remember I talked to a girl on a dating app when I had Bumble many years ago. This female was like, she don't have a car, she don't have a job, she doesn't have a place to live. She said she was sleeping on her friend's couch. I said, do you work out? Go to the gym? Do you run? She's like, not really. I don't. So I'm like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, you're literally wasting life. And that's the type of women who are on dating apps. Now, they might have a job here and there, but they're wasting life. Women who are on dating apps, for the most part, they're desperate. Nobody wants them. They've been ran through, and they're trying to find a sucker who's going to buy into their newfound, I want a God-fearing man. I'm a God-fearing woman. That's number 1. So you can stay on the dating apps and continue to be frustrated and continue to receive one-word responses. Number 2, you can continue to hop from video to video, complaining about women and how you need to be 6 feet tall, you need to make 6 figures, and you need to have all these crazy things. Because let's be honest, the vast majority of men don't make 6 figures. I think only 14% of men in the United States are 6 feet or taller. 14%. So you can stay on that gravy train, or you can say, you know what? I'm tired of making excuses for myself. I'm tired of being a flat out loser. I'm tired of not because that's what it is as a man. If you want something in life but you don't go for it and you sit on the internet complaining about it, you are a loser. That's what it is. If you want something in life as a man, if you want something in life and you don't go for it and you just complain about it all the time, you are a loser. That's just simple. Guys, let me say this. It's easier to find a solution than it is to complain. Because solutions, you feel better about what you find in it and you're working towards it and you getting what you want. Complaining, you stay here for eternity. You complain, you get mad, and you think your complaining is gonna fix the situation or ease your frustration. But I'm telling you, you're gonna go to sleep, wake up, complain. Go to sleep, wake up, complain, get madder. Go to sleep, wake up, complain, get more angrier and angrier. The guy who looks for solutions, he's gonna say, he's gonna go to sleep. Okay, let me get up and see what I got to do to become better at this particular thing that I'm frustrated or bothered by. So by about a week or two of him finding a solution and working towards it, literally about a week or two tops, 30 days, guess what? He's already far ahead of this guy because this guy's just sinking, 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 sinking. The solution guy is moving up, progressing and progressing and progressing, and living a freaking fulfilling life. Correct? Huh? So what type of life do you want to live? You want to stay on Bumble? Now you can't call no woman out as overweight. Oh, sorry. Forgive me, guys. We got some guys who are super chats. Oh yeah, rejection equals equal experience. Speaking on this, you think monk mode is over exaggerated? I feel like it makes you more desperate, and women don't like that. Here's the thing about monk mode. Okay, I'll give you two sides to the coin because I did monk mode for like 4 months. Here's what I found out about myself. Monk mode, okay? For all you guys who's going monk mode. You're not going monk mode because you want to improve your life. You're going monk mode because you're not getting a level of cooperation when it comes to a certain woman or women or a relationship. That relationship has gone left, or you're not getting the women that you want in real life. This is what monk mode is for. So y'all can comment and say, man, no, monk mode is about getting money. You can get money and still talk to women and interact with women. Nobody want to talk about that though. Because here's the thing, if a woman distracts you that much, you was never really focused on your purpose anyway. So there's no monk mode needed. If anything, it's time management. If a woman takes you off your square and off your center and you need monk mode to go in monk mode for years on end, I'm going monk mode for 2 years. Guess what? You might as well be in Hermitville. You might as well be a hermit. That's what it is. All your social awareness is going to go away. All your ability to be able to communicate with people will start to erode. And then when you decide to say, okay, I'm done with monk mode, it's been about a year or two. You ain't even brushed up. You ain't even talked to nobody. Men or women. This is the truth about monk mode. But nobody wants to tell you, man. Monk mode lowers your Guys, Here's the thing about my channel, and this is why I made this Darius Sin podcast, because I want to tell the truth. My dad used to always tell me, son, tell the truth and shame the devil. This is what monk mode is. I've never used a dating app overseas. When I was overseas, shout out to Maurice Branch. When I was overseas in the Navy, only thing I did was just like I'll never forget. Like when I went to different countries overseas and whatever, and I was stationed over there. I never thought about a pickup. There was no pickup line. Like when I thought about it, when I talked to women, I was just like, hey, what's up? Like that's how easy it was. That's how we overcomplicate things. I was like, hey, what's up? What's up? You want to hang out? Like there was like I remember just like I remember I was talking to this girl. I was at A school and it was in Great Lakes. That's like maybe an hour from Chicago, 45 minutes. And I was running late. I never forget this girl, or I forgot about her, how she kind of looked, but I never forget. I was coming from this little get together, and I was running back to my ship in my dress blues, my uniform, and I'm literally running because I'm like, oh, I'm late, getting back, right? And then I just happened to see this one girl. She's sitting there. And she was, I think she was maybe white or Hispanic, something of that nature. She was a little deep, some mixture. And I stopped. I was like, hey, what's up? You should, hang out sometime. And I'm just talking. I'm like, hey, for like good like 3 minutes. I'm like, I'm about to be late. And I never forget. I was like, I was talking for like 2-3 minutes. I'm like, listen, I'm about to be late. I gotta go to my ship. Hey, let's hang out. She was like, okay. Guess what? I never forget. She gave me a hug. She literally gave me a kiss on the cheek. Now this only took 3 minutes. Exchanged numbers, ran back to my ship. Yeah, I got a little bit of trouble, but got together with the girl the very next day. There was no pickup line. There was like, none of that. See, this is why, guys, you overcomplicate, man. You overthink, and then you think that it's hard interacting with women. It's really not. You guys have to understand. Yes. You can take the internet as a grain of salt. Don't live on it, because if you live on it, you're going to be stuck watching loser content, reaction videos. You're going to be stuck watching that stuff, and then you're going to start thinking every single woman is like that, and it's going to hurt your game. It's going to hurt your confidence. It's going to hurt your self-esteem. Let's get to this Bumble issue. Bumble. Huh? Let me ask y'all this. How many of you guys use Bumble? I agree, experience is the best medicine. I found out that girls that puts no hookups on our dating app are the fastest to hook up with them when you approach them in person. Yes. Guys, you got to realize like in person with women, the reason why it's so much easier to interact with women in person is because they can't hide behind a screen. They can't hide behind that. They can't necessarily run away, but they can't run from your masculinity. Women in person, the reason why it's better to interact with them is because they are far more docile. They're far more feminine. They're far more cooperative. Like when I say women in person, I've never, like, for all you guys that think like, oh, women in person, they're just gonna reject you like crazy. I've never met a woman or talked to a woman in person in my entire life who was like, stay away. Like I've never had a woman disrespect me ever. And I've been all over the world. I've never had a woman disrespect me ever. They probably say they had a boyfriend or something, or they probably say, oh, I'm good, or. And that's the thing. On dating apps, they disrespect you. They be, like, you say, hey, how's it going? They be like, good. Or you say, hey, what's up? How are you? Fine. You're like, oh my God, man, these chicks, and that's because they have these huge egos on them dating apps. Women in person, they don't have huge egos. Now you might get a couple, and this when I say it's guys, man, these women in person be down to earth. They be listen, women in person are literally down to earth. Or they say, like they say, you say, hey, how's it going? Good, fine. Or they say, bored. And you like, okay, so what brings you to Bumble? Bored. And you like, then guess what? When you try to say, here's what's funny. When you try to say, do you say anything other than one word answers? Do you get like I did that before in the past? Like, do you reply with anything other than one word responses? Then the girl, for some reason, she starts to send these like, dude, relax. Like she starts to send like she'll send a long paragraph or like 3 or 4 sentences. You're like, okay, so there. See, the women on dating apps, majority of the time, they're just looking for some emotional high. They're looking to bait men in to get them mad or frustrated. Now, again, can you hook up with girls on dating apps? Yes, of course. I've had my fair share of women, but I can tell you this: the vast 98% of the women I hooked up on dating apps, I would never have approached in real life. I would never talk to them in real life. I would never be seen with them in real life. I would never hold hands with them. I would, and women on dating apps understand this. This is why they can get their hit, especially on Bumble and Plenty of Fish. All these women on dating apps, they can get their hit of number one, guys who actually are really attractive to talk to them online. And then on top of that, they have the wherewithal. They say, man, I can reject the guy like Darius. I can reject the guy like Unique Mind. I know he would never talk to me in person. Deshaun Santiago Jackson. Deshaun, he's cute. Gareth Malafin, he looks good. Bad Juju, he's handsome. But let me reject him to feel good about myself because they know they can't get the women, they can't get you in person to notice them. So they have to go to online to get noticed. Trash. Like you rarely hook up with a girl, you rarely get a girl on dating app who's in shape. They won't do that goofiness. Like guys, 99% of I say 99.100% of women that I've talked to in real life, they were standing there like they were just standing there like, hi. Like they never walked away from me. They never like stormed off. Now that's probably like a handful of them. I say, hey, how's it going? What's your name? And they like kind of looked to the side real quick and they kept walking. Okay, that's no big deal. That's better than getting an online dating thing to get them like good, a one-word response. Okay, I just keep moving. Move on to the next girl. Some girls do that in public. They say, hey, how's it going? What you up to today? Or if you're at the mall and the girl walking, you say, hey, how you doing? What you shopping for today? And they'll like look at you real quick and they're like, okay, that's I'll take that over a girl saying, give me one word response. Here's the kicker about online dating and in real life. Let me ask you guys this. And guys, make sure you like the stream. Give it a thumbs up, man. Make sure you donate to the church. Give it a thumbs up. Let me ask you guys this. Would you rather get rejected by a woman who weighs 85 to 100 pounds overweight, sometimes 150 pounds over? Would you rather get rejected by a woman who weighs 100 pounds overweight on a dating app, with multiple children, with colored hair? Or would you rather get rejected by a woman who's in shape, who's attractive, whose hair is not freaking colored all these different colors, and who has a feminine vibe to him? Which one would you rather get rejected by? I can sleep getting rejected by this girl. At least I said, okay, I have the wherewithal to make things happen. But if I get rejected by an overweight chick, I look like you like, man, dude. Because even if you try to switch and say, okay, I got rejected, just think about it. You get rejected by a chick who's overweight with a bad attitude, with multiple children, with colored hair, with crazy expectations, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna go talk to this girl who's attractive. It's gonna be hard for you to do that. Because you think like, man, I got rejected by this girl. What you think this girl gonna do in real life? If I got rejected by a big overweight female that looked like a defensive tackle, or a woman who weighs 75 to 100 pounds overweight on a dating app, what's this girl at the gym gonna do to me then? You start thinking that stuff. Then you say, man, I ain't talking to her, man. Then you stick to the dating apps and you copy and paste. This is what happens on dating apps when I was on them. Gotta get a live stream of thumbs up, man. When you're on dating apps and Bumble and Plenty of Fish and Hinge and OkCupid and when you're on those, all you do is copy and paste. Like you get to a point, like you say, okay, copy and paste. Hey, how's it going? Copy and paste, copy and paste. Like you just sending like 100 messages a day, copy and paste, and hopefully somebody take the bait. And so if you get a match or a message back, you're like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go with this. You don't even really want to like. You like, man, you just get worn down. And here's the kicker about the dating apps. Women get so many messages, right? If a girl signs up, she's gonna get within the first 12 hours. She's gonna get at least 75 to 100 messages within her first 12 hours. I'll say this. If the dating app, whatever dating app was out, today is what? And I want y'all to think about this. Today is February 5th, 2021. If I stayed on one app and I never sent a message to a woman for 10 years, so today is February 5th, 2021, and I stayed on the app to February 5th, 2031 on that dating app. Let's say it's hypothetically stays up. I wouldn't even get 75 messages. I would not get 75. I wouldn't even get the messages might be spam. Like, could you get those spam messages? But I would not get 75 messages from women who are interested. I guarantee you within the 10 years, your messages are getting left on read by overweight land whales with bad attitudes, with multiple children, who don't have a place of their own, who barely drive, who cars in the shop, and who doesn't have a penny to their name. And if they do have some money, it's probably a couple dollars. I never forget. This is a true story, man. I was on that the dating app Plenty of Fish many years ago. I kid you not, guys. This is true. Because you start to see these women in public. This is how sick the dating apps are, guys. Give it a like, man. I'm gonna get to the story once we get to 150 likes. I'm gonna tell you how the game really works, man. This is how women actually work. I'm gonna be honest. Here it is. This is gonna be the kicker of all kickers to get y'all off those dating apps. Give it a thumbs up. Here it is, man. All right, and listen, you don't have to thumbs it up. We can sit here and wait. You can watch me though. We can go back to this thing. Here's the kicker. I got it. This is true story. Y'all better motivate these guys to give it a like. I'm just checking emails and waiting on you guys. Don't worry, 9 more likes, 10 more likes. We'll get there. It's all on you. I don't mind waiting. You don't have to listen. You can sit there and be like, "Oh man, if you get Darius, I ain't gonna like his stuff." You see how guys, what guys do? They try to take away likes because they frustrated with themselves. That's on you. I can sit here as long as y'all want me to. I can sit here for the next 30 minutes. I'm doing work right here, setting up a couple consultations for this weekend with a couple subscribers. So I'm still doing work. Just waiting on y'all. There we go. It took a little while, didn't it? Let's get to the story. That was hard, wasn't it? I know because you don't like supporting men, but you support these women and liking and commenting and giving them money, don't you? It's a shame on you. I never forget this particular female. This is a true story. I was on Plenty of Fish many years ago, and I remember she was like literally like a 5 out of 10. Matter of fact, on the dating app, she was a 5 out of 10 because they know how to hold their pictures and do different things, and they know how to take pictures. That's what women on dating apps are for. They know how to put on makeup and do different things. So in my head, I was like, man, she's like a 6 out of 10 on the dating app. 6 out of 10, I'd smash, whatever, get out the way. And I remember I was talking to her, and she had all these demands. She was like, I got 2 kids. I got a boy and a girl. I ain't about no games. Don't come with me. Don't come into my profile with nothing stupid. I want a man who got his life together. I want a man who got a real job. And I remember her saying a real job. He got to make his own money. Right? Got to be over 6 feet. Never forget this girl profile. And I just had decided to message her. I messaged her like, what the heck? I would just copy and paste it anyway. Hey, how's it going, to tons of women? And I'll never forget, I was talking to her. And I said, hey, all right, text me. We exchanged numbers. She's like, all right, she texted me. She's like, hey, what's up? And then I noticed the text starting to get kind of dry. I could tell she was playing texting games. So I asked her, I said, you got 2 kids, right? She said, yeah. Are they by the same baby daddy? She said, no, they're not. Why? Is that important? All right. I said, so do you have your own place? She was like, nah, I don't. I stay with my mom. Okay. So I said, you know what? I don't even want to get together. I go to Walmart, right? And I go about maybe a week after I start talking to her. Because you'll catch these goofy chicks out and about in public. You'll catch them. I go into Walmart and about to return something, and I go to customer service. And I'm waiting in line because it's like 4 people in front of me. And guess who I see there? I happen to look, and she looked at me, and it was almost like, oh crap, he sees me. Like it's almost like she saw a ghost. Now this girl, I said she was a 6 out of 10 on the dating app. In real life, this girl was a 2 out of 10. And the only reason why I say she's a 2 out of 10 is because she has a set of breasts. We'll give her that. She has 1 boob and 1 boob, so we'll give her a 2 out of 10 by default. So I'm in line waiting, and I'm looking like, and my blood starts to kind of boil because I'm like, bruh, I would never talk to this girl in my life. She wasn't a catfish. It was just I would never approach her. I would never date her. I would never interact with her. And I'm sitting there looking at her, and I'm like, and she know what I basically look like. I look like, do you see me? And do you see you? And here's the kicker, what got me too. She had returned something from some, like, it was a customer that was in front of me. And she had to, I didn't see how she looked because the counter was kind of like up here, so you kind of only seen like her boobs and up here. She ret- she returned she returned some item and she had to put it in the cart, which means she had to go around the desk and basically be out in the open. This girl had her gut was like a Michelin tire. She had a big gut and her legs was little. Her legs was skinny and she had a big gut. But the only reason why she had some big boobs is because you could tell she was eating. So the weight didn't go to her legs or butt, it just went to her stomach and her chest. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm looking. I'm like, wait a minute, this, you telling me, wow. And I said, man, I just returned my stuff. I was like, man, that's it. Like you can't, and you could tell she was ashamed. You could tell she was ashamed. You could tell that she was, like, oh my God, this guy, he found me. I didn't necessarily find her. Like, he found out who I really was. And that's how these women on dating apps are. They don't want you to find out who they really are. This is why they never want to meet up. I saw like, why is it? I'm like, yeah, let's get together. Hey, I'm like, why is this girl kind of playing games? In my mind, I thought it should be easy on the dating app. But I'm like, oh, this is why you didn't want to meet up. Because look at you. And look at me. I said, you know what? Dating app's done. Shout out to Mr. Jonathan Lake. Thank you for contributing your €5. Still here, bro from London. Love you, Jonathan. Jonathan, make sure you become an Apex Predator member, man. All the guys who became a member, go ahead and become one. Go ahead. That's the thing. Dating apps are filled with women who are living false realities. When you start to see these women on, see, here's the thing. Haven't you noticed, guys? When you rarely see women on dating, like, I'll say this, and I was telling my main chick this. I said, listen, guys, this is, and I want you to observe. I want everybody that's watching to observe. When you, how should I say this? When you're out and about, like at the store, whatever, do you see overweight women? Like, do you see like an abundance of overweight women? But statistics show that there are more overweight women in the United States than there are men by far. So where are the overweight women? Like I'm serious, guys. Like, y'all can get out of here. I mean, I'll get off this live stream and y'all can like just go to a store, just kind of observe, have some social awareness. Look around. Do you see overweight girls or overweight women around? You don't see them. You know why? Because they know society doesn't like, or I should say, doesn't approve of overweight women. See, the reason why in shape, attractive women go out is because they're looking not to have a good time, but they're looking for mates. They're looking for guys to interact with them. I don't see no overweight women at Target. I rarely, if ever, see them at Walmart. And if I do see an overweight woman at Walmart, it's usually with some like loser beta dude. You can see, like, you like, dude, you freaking weak. I'll push you over. Like, like you can, and then here's the thing. Here's the thing about overweight women, right? And this is how us men think. Like, when I'm out with my main chick, I know guys are looking. So you want to be proud of walking with something. So when you see a guy who's with an overweight woman and you look at him, it's almost like his head sinks. And when you look at him and this girl, like, it's almost like he's like, he don't stand up tall, his chest ain't out, because he know his woman is trash. Period. Shout out to Christian Paul. Dating apps do have a lot of low value women, but there are hidden gems. Girls who recently broke up, divorced for a quick hookup or short term fling. It's really just luck of the draw. That's the thing, Christian Paul. And I said they have like a good 98% of women on dating apps are literally trash. Now, are there like gems, quick hookups and everything? Like, you can get one or two here or there. But why bank on getting one gem a year, maybe two gems a year off a dating app? Why would you put your fate in Bumble's hands, Plenty of Fishes' hands, where you could just go out to the gym and get tons of gems? You can just get, gems are literally everywhere. You can go to Kohl's, you can go to the mall, you can go everywhere and get gems. So there is no real, his thing, there's no gem in the real world. There's only gems on dating apps. Y'all notice that? Shout out to Christian Paul. Because gems are actually rare. Attractive women who are fit and in shape are actually rare. So those are gems on Bumble, Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, Tinder. Those are gems. There's gems everywhere. There's gems at the store. There's a lot of gems at Target. Y'all better get out there. There's gems everywhere out and about. This is why you don't see overweight women in public, do y'all? You don't see them like that. Because overweight women stay indoors because they know they're not desired and they know they will not get approached, and they're not. It's not socially acceptable to be overweight and plus size and that big in public. This is why you don't see overweight women like that. Stop me if I'm lying. I want you guys to really observe. Go out and just when you're out and about, just look around and everything. Do you see any overweight women? You might see one or two, maybe three. You won't see too many of them. And when you see overweight women, I notice they always wear black. They never wear like any cool colors. They always wear black. That's because black makes them look 20 pounds lighter. It conceals all that meat and all those rolls. Get off the dating apps. Thank you, Christian Paul, for contributing. Guys, make sure you like the stream. Everybody give it a thumbs up. Guys, make sure you go watch the video on the main channel. Watch out for trends on dating apps. Yeah, all those trends on it. You know what? Like on dating apps, I was like, and they got a like TS girl. If you on dating apps, they'll have a like TS girl and or like they'll be straight up like direct, like who needs some throat? And you like, and that's because they're trying to catch a desperate guy. See, TS or trans girls, they are, or man or whatever, they're on there because they're looking to catch a desperate guy. So they know they can be direct. You want some throat? And you like, oh man, I've been on this dating app for like weeks or months. I ain't got nothing yet. And they know they're gonna catch you slipping because you desperate. Jesus, man. Get off of them, man. Get off. Get off. Listen, this is my takeaway. You approach 30 women, or excuse me, you interact, or I should say you message and you you match with 30 women on dating apps, and 99% of all 30 of them are most likely going to be trash, or 29, let's say that. You might get one gem maybe. Or you can talk to and interact with 30 women in person, and all of them going to be gems. Would you rather have one gem out of 30 on dating apps or 30 gems out of 30 in real life? Take your pick. We out of here.